Hello, chickadees, chickadoos, and chickadon'ts. This is Sandra with Unbound Oracle coming to you this Saturday to give you a reading because something's been on my mind since yesterday or last night. And it's been this card, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords to me gets a bad rap because most readers see it as somebody spying on you. But the real meaning of this Page of Swords is it's a sword, so it's mental, it's thoughts, it's young, and it's younger person, but I see it as a new mindset, a new way of thinking, new thoughts, what we talk to ourselves about, how we talk to ourselves, how we talk to our inner child, and how we speak and communicate with others. And this card is really asking you to do those things. And that's important. Because if we stay in the old ways of thinking, we don't really progress, do we? We don't move forward. We have to evolve. And the evolution isn't easy. But you know how resilient children are? That's how you have to be with this new mindset. Because it's not going to be easy to change your a lifetime of thinking a certain way. And then I was thinking about the Bible of all things. And the God in the Bible. And how people say God never changes, his word is enduring. I don't know all the verses, but basically they're saying in the Christian Bible that God doesn't change. And I'm like, but he does. She does. As we evolve, so does our Creator, because we are the Creator. Spirit is in all of us. God is in all of us. And we don't stay the same. We evolve. And as we evolve, so does the God in us. Doesn't that make sense? So you can't keep a creation that's always expanding, always growing, and put them in a box and say that's how it is always, because the things that applied 2,000 years ago do not apply now. Those were ignorant old men who had an agenda against women and children, which were property for them, and all they was concerned about was getting land, cows, more women, more children. They weren't concerned about the spiritual aspects of it, except if it was going to gain them something on earth. I'm going to be honest with you. The men in the Bible were earthbound and attached to things in the earth, not of God. First of all, naming God a man is a problem. Because no, just no. But anyway, I digress. We're asked, at least I am asked, I don't know how you feel about it. I have been asked to change how I think about God and spirit and the ancestors. Yes, they know everything, but we make them new when they come through us. And they grow again as we grow. They evolve as we grow. And sometimes we don't grow. And sometimes we don't evolve and they stay still. For those people who don't grow and don't evolve, yeah, God stays the same. Spirit stays the same. But for those of us who do, God and spirit is always growing, always changing to fit the timeline that we're on. You're not going to get to the next timeline thinking the same way, being the same way. If you're not happy with what's going on right now, you want to move to another, you can't get that thinking. If you do, it's by accident. But don't we want to be intentional? We want to be intentional so we can say, I did that. Not that it just happened. You manifest it. You do the work. You do your own growth. Inner healing, shadow work, therapy, grounding, sun, all the little tricks they're not tricks, but all the little things all the little things we do and say we need to do. Hydrate, that we need to do. Monitor what we put in our bodies. I have to get on myself about that, because I've been slacking off lately about what I eat and what I listen to. I can feel myself slide a little bit, but the things that used to hold me, had a grip on me in the past, will never have a grip on me because of my evolution. Because once that old entity or spirit that was on me before learns this new me, I gotta evolve, because it's gonna learn these new tricks to try to pull me back in. And I gotta evolve and change the way I think, a new way of thinking, so they don't get me in this timeline again as I move forward in my present state. Because I promise you, the matrix is move. It's like when you move, I move. It moves with you. It's learning you, and you are not running from it, but you are evolving out of it. You're not going to stay in that place for it to try to take you down again. And that's spiritual warfare, okay? That's how you're doing that. And you're saying, and a lot of people saying, well, you shouldn't have to do anything but be in a high vibration. Yeah, that. Well, what is a high vibration? Is you ascending. When you ascend, aren't you having a new mindset? You have to think new to ascend. You have to think new to transform. That's the transformation means change. You have to change. You're still authentic to who you are. All right? But you're moving differently because you don't want to get yourself caught up. Okay? I'm gonna leave it there. I think I made my point. I'm not sure. But anyway, since we have this page of wands, I wanna know, what do we need to do? What is the page of wands explaining to me on us? Oh yeah, guys, if y'all like this video, hit the like button, comment, share. Ooh. But yeah, the Page of Swords is a new way of thinking, a new way of being, speaking, communicating, and still being authentic to yourself, to your core, to your truth. Because the sword is truth as well. Seven of Wands. All right. You're going to need new protection. Everything here is going to be new, okay? It's going to be new. So you need to do some new ways of protecting yourself. Switch it up. But you have your ancestors. Wait. There's new people coming to help protect you. Maybe it's star seeds. Maybe it's new ancestors. I just had oh wow. We just had a loved one passed over. And I do believe this is the number 7, but they passed over. But that's telling me that we gained a new ancestor to help us on the other side. Oh, okay. New ancestors for protection. King of Cups. I don't know what his zodiac sign was. I'm gonna find that out. All right. And here's a new King of Cups. That's somebody emotionally balanced. No, I'm gonna put this back. That was the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I'm gonna put it back. We got the King of Cups. That's somebody emotionally balanced, in touch with his emotions. He rises up, and you see he's on top of the water. He rises above his emotions, but he still feels them. He still feels things. He just doesn't wallow and swim in those emotions. He observes and not absorbs. Ooh, okay. He is observing the water. That's the new mindset, y'all. We have to learn to observe, not absorb, rise above, transcend, but at the same time, feel the feelings, but let the feelings pass on by. Be like that water. All right? Let it pass on by you. Feel what you feel, but don't wallow in it. Yes. Here we go. Ooh, and the devil. Ooh-wee. A new devil is on the way, y'all. I hate to break it to you. See what I mean? I was telling you about these entities, these spirits. They don't stop coming, all right? And it's a new devil, all right? And it may be a king of cups. But it's an upright king of cups, but nonetheless, it could be a contract, a business contract with a loving, but maybe it's going to be obsessed with you. Maybe you have to protect yourself. I'm not going to go that deep into that. Oh, what's this? An expansion. Oh, a king of wands, an expansion. This looks like a contract. A contract between a king of cups and a king of wands. Somebody that's artistic, creative, confident, a leader, charismatic. And this is somebody that's cool, calm, collected, but works from the heart. Things he does is from the heart. This one does it from the creative space, the sacral. This one does it from the heart chakra. But together they're going to have an expansion with the Three of Wands. A new way of thinking. They're going, and this here, contract. It's a contract. Because they're looking at each other. An investment. They're going to invest. I think one is going to invest in the other to make a partnership. And it's going to be protected, whatever it is, by the ancestors. And here's balance. Okay. Now, this is not a new devil. This is a new contract. A new contract between a king and a king of cups and a king of wands. That's going to be very lucrative. See these Seven of Pentacles? One is going to invest in the other. Or they're going to invest. Oh, it's going to be an even exchange. You see the Two of Pentacles? It's gonna be, they're going to invest in each other. Each going to bring what's needed to the table. Ooh. And it's going to be stable. Four of Pentacles. And it's going to bring stability. It's a lot of, and the Empress. And now these two masculine energies could be you. Okay? You could possess both of those plus the Empress energy. Yeah, you could possess all of that, and that's going to be the energy that is attraction. It's going to be attracting stability, balance. Your investments are going to have a balanced return. It's not going to be one of them get rich quick schemes. It's going to be a balanced approach. And the people investing in it is going to be balanced. It's going to be balanced investments from all parties. Oh, that's a lot of cards. But I see a Queen of Cups. This Empress. Nurturing, loving, and giving. Knows her worth. She's all the queens. So that she probably only her will show up in this reading because that's it. These two. Or either one of these have to get 3 more kings to be an emperor, right? She already an empress. Or maybe this is the empress, all of this, right? She has spiritual protection. She got a new protector. She got a new way of thinking. All of this is new. A new contract. A new and bold way of being and creating, and a new, everything new, brand new, right? The new mindset equals new everything. How you see the world is going to be different. And you're going to see the Three of Wands. It's going to be an expansive new beginning. A new beginning that's going to have expansion, new investments, a new balance, like the shoes, new balance. A new way of being stable is going to have to do with that contract because it landed on a contract. That contract is going to create stability. Oh, and a Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. Yes. Nurturing, self-love, knowing her self-worth or his self-worth. And that could be the Empress as well. So the Empress is this Empress was a queen of Pentacles before her transformation into an Empress. That was the last stage of it, was her being, and now she's brand new Empress. And a Hermit, Virgo in it. This is Libra, Taurus. These are all earth signs mostly. Then we have fire sign and only one water sign. That's interesting. Another fire sign. And then we got the, of course, the page. The Hermit. The Hermit is, she was in solitude or wait. Finding stability, the Empress in solitude. This is Virgo. A Virgo energy in solitude. But this Virgo is closing a laptop. They learning something online. They researching something. But they closed it because they've learned what they needed to learn. See, that's new. That's new. Learning something, they learned something new online about maybe the Empress. And now they going within. And they using some sort of internet service. I mean, not internet service, some sort of resources on the computer, internet, to gain information, gain insight. And look like they're either opening it or closing it. You decide. Oh, the Empress. And so that turned the Queen of the Empress into a High Priestess. Okay. All of this is new, y'all. All of this is new. It's all because somebody start thinking differently. Start using the qualities of the earth, wind, fire, and water. Yeah. What's this? Oh, look at that. 10 of Pentacles and moving to calmer waters, y'all. As Lord, a Knight. Oh, Queen of Pentacles again. But on the bottom of the deck is a Knight of Wands. And if I would have put it there, it would have been her going to a Knight of Wands. But I don't think that's what Spirit or she wants. But she's going to have she's leaving behind a legacy. As you can see, she's leaving. She's leaving behind a legacy. 10 of Pentacles. Or somebody leaving her. Maybe somebody left her. She got these 10 of Pentacles because somebody left her transition and left it for her. Inheritance. She inherited something. And then this is the Pentacles. It's not only just earthly, it's spiritual too. Because I think the 10 of Pentacles is things on earth and things in the heavens. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. She wants to come out. And so the Queen of the High Priestess is the 10 of Pentacles, moving to calmer waters. And the Queen of Pentacles is the self-love, nurturing. This is the same as the Empress, but with a few, and money. She got money. She's a boss. But she's balanced. She's very fertile with that rabbit being in there. Fertile. She's a goat. I see a goat. What else I see? A star. She's healed. Ooh, she's healed. And she's got roses around her. So she likes the finer things. But she's out in nature. You see? She may like the finer things, but she is outdoors. In nature. Grounding. Holding on to This is an Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is that new foundation. New foundation. So everything here is new. She's going in a whole. She went in a whole new direction and she got her bag. And then they got a Seven of Swords. High Priestess. Now that could be one or two things. She has a strategy. I'm gonna look at two more cards to see. Now I know I'm saying she. Eight of Pentacles. Ooh. She's gonna work strategically rather than work hard. She's gonna work smart. Ooh. And it looks like art. Doing some sort of art. And whatever is coming soon. It's coming. It's new and it's coming, and it's a new endeavor, a new career path, a new job, new work, new way to make a living, earn a living. Yes. And it's happening fast. The growth is happening fast with this Knight of Swords. And steady coming up with new ideas. You see that he has a sword and it's moving. I mean, it's like a massive download as she works. That as she works, she getting more downloads, Dang. And the strategy is to work while you on fire right now. Even though this is the Pentacles, these are works of art or ideas. Things that going to bring abundance. That's the strategy. She's in flow. That was that king of, that was that king. That's what that was. She in flow. So, and this one is also, all the people are in flow. Everybody you see up here is in flow. Even the damn devil is in flow. It's just enough balance for things to work. Enough balanced energies for everything to work out. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Painful ending. What? Okay. Somebody, but wait. Somebody trying to get some get back. Revenge or something. Look like. No. Or even give and take. That's what I want. It's reciprocity. But because of that Ten of Swords, a painless cycle is ended with a Knight of Swords, perhaps. Who's trying to rush in and steal the ideas. This could be betrayal. Maybe somebody was trying to steal her creative ideas. All of this could be true now, y'all. The whole story. Some Knight of Swords was coming in there and trying to stab her in the back, and they ended up in a painful ending. Yeah. And here goes she on the phone, caused a painful ending. Something she saw on the phone, maybe a text, and he laid her out, broke her heart. But it wasn't just one text, a message, or it could be her just how she thinks. So stop that. Nine of Wands. Wounded warrior. And Ten of Cups is wish fulfillment. Even after all, now this is a person that should be celebrated. Because after all of this here on the bottom here, this may have been how it started, but it's going to end like this. As wounded, but wishes fulfilled. It was a tough fight. And it's a celebration. Community is celebrating. And this could be the ancestors celebrating. All right. If not the community that you're in, it could be the spirit team that's been helping you through all of this. Because even after you got this Ten of Swords, you still stay balanced. You still stay giving. You still stay... Look, you're Six of Pentacles. She's still giving out gifts. Still being giving. It didn't change who she was. It didn't change who she was. And look at this. The Sun. Now, I hope y'all go and rewatch this because it's important information. Remember, everything is new. And you're going to end it at that with the Sun card. All right. And the horse, okay. And the sunflowers and a big red flag. But on here is, I was going to say somebody, this card right now, somebody is carrying a child on their back. It's a horse energy. Somebody that is free-spirited, wild on the inside, but mild to children, very gentle, fierce, strong. And then you have the Sun, which is like Leo energy, which is fiery, passionate energy. Then you have the sunflowers, which is Oshun, which is beauty and love, and a big old yes. And I think those are roses. And roses usually represent love. And the color red is also because it's a red flag, and I'm like, oh no, a red flag. I never noticed that before on this card. But yes, there's a big old red flag on here. That the sun is exposed, the sun is exposed the red flag, but you're still gonna be happy if you stay in that energy. All of these red flags, yeah, notice them. I mean, notice the red flags, but don't let them stop you from getting what you want. Okay? And when you see a red flag, there's always a walk around, an alternative. You got to think new, remember? So if this isn't good, if say this, something pops up you want to do in a red flag show, listen to your intuition. And then seek an alternative to that red flag that's going to be positive for you. And it's a child. And protect your child. Protect their spirit. And I guess this reading is about children too. Watch what your kids are doing. The internet. Their phones. I only saying spy on them, which is cards, is the spying card. But do some extra monitoring right now. Okay? Over your children. Extra prayers over your children. Extra invocations for their safety and health and mental capacity. And then you have that same, yes, you're the parent, but let your inner child play with your child. Let it out. They need that. You still have your boundaries. You're still a parent, but your child wants to play with the inner child in you. If that's something you don't do, if you're real stern and harsh and, by the book parent, ease up a tiny little bit to let them see that. Let them peek at that little child inside of you and get curious, and then let it how they respond is how you respond. Like when you move, I move. And maybe this contract is with children. I don't know. That's abundance. Your family is your greatest abundance. Yes. Because this is a child. This is a card about a child. The page. Pages usually represent young people, children. And it's going to be somebody that leads children. This is from somebody that's probably going to be leading children. Or has led children. And and it's a bright sunny day. I am still focused on this red flag. Just watch your kids, okay? Watch your children. And this horse spirit is going to take them to where they need to be. You're that horse spirit. You're the one carrying your kids on your back. And it don't end when they make 18 either. You know, this society wants you to hurry up and move on. Once they make 18, it's the magic number, but they still need help. If they out there in trouble, help them. At least leave the door open. If you got grown kids out here that's struggling, leave the porch light on and the door open. If it's not going to cause an upheaval in your life, but you can help them from afar. You know, you can pray, you can meditate, you can send positive energy and love. They feel that, especially mothers. They feel it. They feel us, whether they resist it or not. They feel something even when we at a distance. Because let me tell you, we have their DNA in us, and they have our DNA in them. So that's like little transmitters to me. Transmitters and radio receivers. Those cells are attuned to your child. The cells that are in you from them are attuned to your child wherever they may be. So speak it into existence. I mean, let the words come out your mouth, whatever you wish and want for them. And it's going to reverberate to them. They're not going to hear you speaking, but they're going to feel the vibration of that energy. It's going to reach them. Because y'all really on the same, y'all in the same frequency. Cellular frequency. Yeah, that's the word. I don't even know where that came from, y'all. I just made that up. But cellular, y'all on the same cellular frequency. And it's going to get to your child, and only to your child, unless they got some bad actors out here trying to interrupt and interfere with your messaging. But 9 or 10 times, it's going to get to the child. Send that love, that energy. And your energy signature of love is unique. And your child gonna know it's you. Because you're gonna say, and let them know I sent it. You're gonna say, universe, spirit, God, whatever you call it, I'm sending, and send it. I'm sending love and healing and divine protection to my child. Name the child. And let them know I sent it. Okay? And send that. It's that simple. And you do that every day. Whenever you think about them and you worrying about them, do that. Speak it. Because the universe loves vibration. Yes. It works on frequency and vibrations. And when you go to speaking and that energy and love, ooh, it's the strongest frequency there is. It's the highest frequency there is. And it's going to reach your child, and your signature is going to reach your child. And you don't even have to pick up a phone. They got you convinced that you got to pick up a phone so the children go, you ain't got to do that. You can. It's helpful. It's useful. If that's if your child's still on this external stuff in this 3D. But you got the power to communicate with your child with your mind. Yes. We ain't got to be yelling up the stairs, turn that TV off. You just think it. Turn that TV off. Or whatever they're doing. Get off that phone. Da-da-da-da-da. That energy going to reach them. And when they're not around you, your energy, you can make your energy feel present. You're going to be a helicopter mom, for real. Okay? Until they can do it on their own. Don't be intrusive. You know what I'm saying? But I guess this is what that call was talking about you. Now it's to change the whole complexity of the reading. But it's okay, because this is still a good message. All right? Now this concerns me about the Ten of Swords. Now I'm going to go, because we and the kids, something your kid said to you might have broke your heart. Might have felt like 10 swords. But you don't stop loving them. You don't stop, I ain't saying give it by love, but you don't stop loving them and teaching them about reciprocity. What goes around comes around. Okay, yes, they have to respect you, but you have to do the things to keep that respect intact, right? Because it's not mandatory that they respect you. You have to do your part. That's not a birth respect. I don't think it's one of the birthrights exactly. Trust, none of these things. But you should automatically respect people. You first meet them, you should automatically trust people. You should automatically love people. They don't need to earn those things. But they can get it withdrawn, taken back, rescinded, whatever you want to call it, by their behaviors towards you. And you still be forgiving and loving of them, but you're going to do that at a distance. I want to pick at the middle card. Y'all want to do that? Oh my goodness, the Strength card. Okay. Your children gonna get their strength through you, and vice versa. Because like I was saying, we not only teach them. We discipline them. The discipline is not beating your children. It is steering them in the right direction. It is teaching them lessons. And I'm not gonna tell people how to raise their kids, but I promise you, if your kid did something to upset you and you beat them, but you don't beat nobody else up when they upset you, an adult. So why are you doing it to a defenseless child? And I'm saying this as a parent who did that, who did hit her kids, but I shouldn't have. I should have never done that. I didn't beat. I only remember once with my son, and I don't ever think I did it with my daughter. I didn't spank them, yes, when they were little, but and I didn't caught them up when they got with their mouths. But I was not an abusive parent. But one time is abuse. Okay, one time is abuse. And we was taught spare the rod, spoil the child. But that's not what you're doing. You talk to these kids. They smart. They super smart. Now they not adult smart, but they smart. And they want boundaries and guidelines, because it's wild out here. They need a staff to push them back into line, or not into line, on their path. Not anybody else's. Not the church's path, not the school's path, not the parents' expectations path, but on the child's path. And watching them live will show you how they act. It's going to show you what their path is. Pay attention. Learn something new about your child every day. And they're going to get to the point where they don't want to be bothered with you. You know, it's around 11. They get to that middle school age. But still keep asking how was their day, so they don't get caught up with no devils over here. You know? Yeah. Oh, this is the children are our future. This is the children are our future reading. I think that's what I'm going to name it. Page of Swords. Children are the future. Wow. And somebody pregnant also, because the Empress came out. Somebody either pregnant with a child or pregnant with an idea. I know my daughter-in-law is, so, and she's an earth sign, so yay! And she might be the high priestess, and she's strong. And oh girl, is she about to have another boy? what does it say? The son. Is she about to have another son? Huh. Okay, I just got some news. I think it's gonna be a boy. But then it's a girl on a horse. Oh my goodness. It might be a girl. It's a girl. Or a boy. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care what it is. I will love them. Boy or girl. I'm liking this reading. I'm sorry I was silent. This took me aback because I'm just looking at the dynamics of these cards. You got the high. Let me see something. The High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles. I think it was. Yeah. Oh, look what's under here. I didn't even see. Look, this is hiding. There's a couple of them hiding. No, just that one. Just this one was hiding, so I'm gonna put that right there. That's somebody elevating. Not only ascending, but elevating. Home life is getting stable. Strength, strong, stable, and full of sunshine. Huh. And 11:11, alignment. Families are coming into, and this is not so I just got this message that families are coming into alignment. Oh, there may have been some painful moments like this Ten of Swords, but a parent never stops loving their child. Six of Pentacles, you're going to keep giving. That's the Queen of Pentacles. You're not going to overgive. You're going to let them stand on their own feet. You're going to teach them how to be strong. But they learn strength from the home. This is home. The Four of Wands is the home. They learning strength. We're the teachers. And then the Sun. For our sons. This is a reading about the sons. Our sons, specifically. And daughters. With the little girl riding on the horse. And the horse is free-spirited. Fierce, powerful. That's what we raise in this new generation. But they positive. And then Oshun, children of the sun. Get your kids out in the sun a little more. Let them play more. Because I'm telling you, these schools have them locked up all day. And they only get like a half an hour recess. Kids are really supposed to learn outdoors. In the natural elements. That's what it's supposed to learn. But we got them boxed up in classrooms. For a whole day. I don't know if it seems like I said this before, but they need sunlight. They need fresh air. They need to move. They need to be moving around. They need room to move around because that's why you're getting all these ADHD cases. Because them kids ain't supposed to be sitting down for 8 hours a day. They supposed to be up and about and moving. What we're asking them to do is unnatural. And then we want to pathologize it and say that they're the problem. No, they need to move. Be active all day. And some kids more than others need to be stimulated on a higher level with their body involved. Physical movement. Yeah. Okay. And that's going to be part of the alignment. I don't know how many of y'all homeschool, but that's a good idea if you can do it. I did it with my son. Yeah. Yeah. Because, this is also about graduation in school. Graduating, elevating, ascending. So somebody's home is getting improved. Home life is having an improvement, and it's going to be some added strength and some and the sun added sunlight, but sunlight in the broadest sense of the word. Sunlight, like light is going, the family's going to become lighter in spirit after having a painful ending, having a loss. They're going to recover. You're going to recover, okay? And you're going to be back to reciprocity. If you're going through it right now, this is temporary, okay? You're going to get through it. Whatever disruptions are happening, it's okay. It may be right here. It may be 2 boys or 3. 3 boys and they just like, what? I don't know how this reading turned into this, but it did. Somebody with my 3 sons. Yeah, that's what I just heard. My 3 sons and a daughter. So maybe 4 kids. Now they can change the gender however you want, but it's a family that's getting their shit together. After some painful things, words were said, phone calls people was getting cussed out and disrespected. I see it. And the mom was getting her heart broken over and over and over with these kids. And it could be because they wasn't calling. And she looking at her phone, why would they call me? No. It could be that. But the connection is restored. Mom held on. And then the kids realized they shouldn't have been brats. See, they only, Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I'm sorry. Yay. Well. Because y'all know Queen of Pentacles is like a single mom, right? She like that single mom. She ain't got no spouse. This is for the single ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. This is what's coming to me, y'all. It sounds crazy, but yes. All the single ladies. Single moms. Single parents. Because you're not necessarily a single. Well, you're a mom that's single. And even that, I don't even like them saying that, because most people think when you're single and you're unmarried and you have kids that you never had no husband. Not that it matters, but they tend to think that kind of stuff. You know, them old-fashioned people. But we're into the new thinking, right, y'all? We're going to have a new way to raise our children. And then guess what? Not only are we going to teach our children, guess what? Our children going to teach us, because they coming in here online, spiritually speaking. But we can't suppress that. We have to encourage it. We have to build that foundation. We have to be open to the way they coming out here. Because they coming out different. You know? They way more than advanced. My kids are advanced than I was. And my kids are way more advanced than they were. And my kids were advanced. And still are. But these kids, wow. But the internet, I hate to say it, even though because I'm on YouTube, right? But I don't have my videos for anybody under 18. What, Spirit? I threw myself off. What you say, Spirit? Ancestors? 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment. I hear ringing in my ear. They're giving me a message. They saying, y'all, don't get discouraged, single ladies, single parents, single men. People raising, what they really want is, if it's a reconciliation, let it happen. Because the thing that the Matrix hates the most is a stable family. Oh, that'll destroy it in a minute. So if you're spiritual and you want to know how to crack the code, stay committed. I'm not saying stay in no bad marriage where y'all fighting like Dr. Dog, cats and dogs, but if it's perishable, and it's still love, make it work. Make it work. We're not talking about abusive and toxic and all of that. We're talking about you don't see eye to eye on things most of the time, but you have an abiding love. You don't respect each other. You're able to live in your full potential, even with this person. You don't have to give up all of yourself. You shouldn't have to give up any of yourself to be in a relationship. A person's supposed to accept all of you, and you're supposed to accept all of them. Y'all enhance. You're an enhancement, not a subtraction. I shouldn't have to lose anything to be with you. I shouldn't have to lose any of myself. And he shouldn't either. We shouldn't even have to compliment each other's shortcomings. But if we have any, that's good. But that's not what their purpose. That is not your divine partner's purpose. It's to fill the spots you broken or empty in. No, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that work. He's supposed to do his work. Y'all supposed to be 100, not 50-50. 100% and 100% is what you give. That you're putting in. Not no 50-50. Or 60-40, or however you do the math. It's not that. It's 100. Now, some days you ain't gonna have 100. You might have 75. Well, your mate gonna have to have 125. But if you carrying too many 125s and they doing 75, that's not gonna work either. It's gotta be 100%, 100% of the time. Okay? At least your heart and your fidelity. 100%. And that right there will destroy the matrix if enough people do that. But hey, and even if y'all don't get back together though, let's say it's not perishable and maybe y'all done moved on and got other people that's more compatible and bringing out the best in you. Not that it's he gotta put something in you, but just that presence with you brings out the best in you, and that's an addition to what you already had. All right, but as parents who've separated, moved on, divorced, still be that parent to your child. Be the same two parents that was together, that benefited the child, not part-time. You're going to still have to be 100% parent. Even if y'all got custody arrangements, even when that kid isn't with you, dad, and he's full-time with the mom, you have to be emotionally present 100% of the time for that child. And I'm like, I guess people say, well, who are you to say that? I was one of them children. I was a kid once when my parents divorced. So that's how I could say, I know what would have been better for me. Now, if it's a toxic father or a toxic mom, I get it. A karmic, they call them, I get it. Keep your kids safe. But if y'all was good parents in the marriage, don't slack up outside or the relationship, whether it's a marriage or not. As a significant others, then as far as parenting is concerned, because y'all might be even better parents when you're separated. Because now, it's so many possibilities. But now you with somebody, that's compatible, or you with yourself, and you able to come into union with yourself, align with your soul, align with spirit, all of that. And it's not saying that the kids were preventing that from happening, but you're able to do that now, and you can give all of yourself, including your inner child, like we spoke of earlier, to your child. And your inner child plays with the actual child, or interacts with your inner child. And it's like you can be their friend and the parent. You see? And you know not to blur the lines. You know the line has a very dark, deep, vivid, stark demarcation to where and sometimes some boundaries gonna get crossed, yes, but you love them, they love you. All right, I didn't spend too much time because I know I wasn't a perfect parent. I'm just telling y'all from my lessons, okay? The lessons I learned the hard way. And because these kids are the future, and they coming out online already, and we got to make sure we keep them online. We don't suppress them like we were with the with this conformity and indoctrination. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. Oh yeah, click like, share, and comment if you're into this Children Are Our Futures video. Bye bye.